Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Real Legend of Gaming. Happy New Year. So we are here with Arena of Valor, and in this video we're going to discuss the top 5 tanks in Arena of Valor. Now, the way this information was gathered was actually from a Reddit user called Sarge338. He did a survey with players that are in the Masters League inside of Arena of Valor, and the way they designed this survey was to gauge what were the best heroes of each class, right? They had a grading system that consisted of a number score along with a letter. And I'm going to link the article in the description so you guys can see that in its entirety. And also to give credit to Sarge. Now, what I'm going to do in this video here is I'm just going to go over the top 5 tanks and show you some max level gameplay of how the abilities work and explain how some of the abilities function. Alright, so let's check that out, folks. Alright, so as you see here, we have our heroes listed. We're going to go over to the tank tab, and I'm going to tell you right off the back who the number 1 tank was. So the number 1 tank is Kresht. He's the newest character in North America, so he can be purchased at a discounted price at this current moment. This video is based off the top 5 tanks after the December 2017 update. So we'll go right into Kresht. And again, just going to give you a brief overview because a lot of this stuff you can see in game. But as far as his ability, it's metamorphosis. So it allows Kresht to transform into that giant version of the Myrmidon that you saw earlier. And what's incredible about that transformation is that it takes all the other abilities and adds additional elements to it. So it just makes it even more amplified and crazy. Now, he has an aquatic shield, which allows him to absorb, damage and HP from minions or anything in the area. And it also gives your players on your team a shield as well. Then you also have the Typhoon, which allows him to swing his lance around and also rage, which will boost up other stats as well. And then the passive is the Tidal Rage, which when paired up with Metamorphosis is even crazier. But when you're not in Metamorphosis, it's still pretty solid to have as a passive ability. Now, as far as the skins, right, you can get the Heroic skin, which is the Firefighter, and we'll show you a trial with that right now with some level 15 gameplay. And I'm going to use all the abilities after I transform. So check out this transformation. Pretty crazy. Increases the movement speed. And look how much damage he's dealing. And look, we're getting hit by the tower. Very little damage being done. Alright, here we go. And you see, it's pretty solid without the metal. So the next tank is going to be Thane. Now, Thane has the King's Glory, which is a very powerful attack. It also allows you to deal 15% of the target's lost HP as physical damage. And what's also incredible about King's Glory is that it does true damage as well. Then you got Avalon's Fury, which does a strike to the ground, dealing damage to all the opponents in the area. It also knocks them back and slows their movement speed by 90%. So that's a big difference. Then you got the Valiant Charge, which knocks enemies back and deals physical damage. And then as far as the Royal Power, I think this is an incredible passive. Thane's HP falls below 30%. He regenerates 24% of his maximum HP over 6 seconds. It's pretty solid. And we're going to use his Chief Knights. And we're just waiting for everybody to move down. And now we're going to attack. Look at that damage we just did. Charge him up and just combo him in the corner. So Thane is strong. Now, as far as tank, check it out. So imagine your team stacked up behind him. It's pretty good. And look, you see the HP's regenerating? Come on. I think that's real incredible for passive skill. And he's still in the game. He's still able to attack. Look, he still can knock the opponent back out again. Alright, so he ran away, but closer enough, we would have been able to take him out. Alright, so the third tank will be Mina. So Mina, with her Dark Dominion ultimate, she taunts her nearby enemies, making them attack for 2 seconds. Damage dealt by taunted enemies is reduced by 50%. Now, she also has a lot of control moves, and she can really stop a push. She also has the Death Scythe, which pulls enemies with her scythe, allowing her to deal physical damage and slow down their movement speed by 50% for 2 seconds. Then she has the Whirling Scythe, which swings her scythe in an arc, dealing physical damage as well. And then her passive is Sweet Revenge. So when taking damage, Mina has a chance to counterattack, dealing some physical damage as well. Alright, so then we got Fatal Scythe as her skin. And we're going to do a hero trial. Alright, so now we're going to go with Mina. And we're going to show you exactly how she functions. So right here, we can pull them towards us. Activate our ultimate. And we'll chase. There you go. So even with chasing, she's still inside the circle getting hit with no problem. So she is a really good tank. And again, with her ability, she's able to control the flow of the match and deal out a decent amount of damage. Alright, the next tank is going to be Grakk. Grakk has the World Devour, which allows him to pull enemies in front of him, doing massive magic damage. However, with that ability, you got to make sure you give it time to channel. If it doesn't fully channel, then you're not going to be able to use the ability. Then you got a Devil's Chain, which allows him to hook an enemy towards him, doing massive magic damage. Then the Earthquake allows him to stop, doing additional damage as well. And also affects the movement speed. And then you have the Blood Ritual, which is a passive, allowing Grakk to receive damage equal to more than 10%. His current HP in a single blow will allow him to trigger an explosion, dealing magic damage. And after death, he also emits an explosion, doing more additional damage as well. We're going to use the Captain skin, and we'll show you the max gameplay, right? Just like we did with the other ones. All right, here goes Thane. Right there, bang, pull him in. That will build up our cooldown. Massive. He's just absorbing. He's got a shield. Now, as far as tank, let's see how he is. Not too bad, right? Now, the last tank is going to be Gildur. He has the Indulgence ability, which allows him to summon golden shards. And with those golden shards, you can deal massive magic damage. Then you got Extravagant, which also allows him to stun the enemy and deal magic damage. Then you have Siege, which charges forward, dealing physical damage. And then the passive ability is Midas Touch, which every fourth normal attack knocks back targets and deals magic damage as well. And also provides a shield with a short duration. And then we're going to use the heroic skin, which is the Biker. Alright, so here we go with Gildur. So we're just waiting. Now his ability also has a cooldown like Grakk. So let's do that right now. Let's build it up. Charging in. And hit him with a blast. All while getting damage from the tower. Alright, so we missed that blast right there. Charge him in again. And we're going to destroy it right there. And still have HP left over. So Gildur is pretty solid. And folks, I didn't mention also, he is a mage. So he has that option to be able to attack from a distance, which I think is a great blend of two incredible classes. Right there with the blast. Charge him in. And now we'll activate our ability. Alright, so folks, that's the end of the video. I do hope that you appreciate the content. Be sure to check out the full article. Again, I'm linking it in the description so you can show Sarge 33-8 some support. If you do appreciate this content, then folks, hit that like button so that we can continue to do more Arena of Valor for you guys. and subscribe for future videos for this game along with Clash Royale. So as always, appreciate the support. I said it earlier, but Happy New Year. Alright, so peace out.